Hello everyone, I'm High Treason. I'm sorry we had fan noise for the last few parts. There's nothing I can do about that fan noise, I'm afraid. But yeah, fan noise, it's a thing, you know. I'm sure there was something I had on the to-do list for starting this up. Who knows. What if I want them jerry cans so I can get rid of this barrel? I'm not touching that. Hold on. There you go, now I'm touching it. Touching myself. Touching your sister. Touching my sister. Oh, we need to find tyres desperately. But yeah, I've remembered to turn the fan down this time. I have like an air ionizer right next to the desk. Yeah, I think what it looks like back there. Yeah, bit of dusty tyre smoke. Oh crap! Happens sometimes with this car, where the front corner will dig in and it'll flip. We don't seem to have lost anything vital. Now, I was going to listen to the radio, but this car has an AM radio. We can put an FM radio in if we find one. What are you up to now? Part 7? This is part 7 of the long drive. It's going to be long if my tyres squeal the whole way like this. Well, that is not going to be good for the old frame rate or the old gas consumption, is it? I've learnt that my two-stroke engine, in real life, does not like the new 95 octane like gasoline, and that's all I can get now. Might be able to make it go if I play with the jetting, but I think it'll run on it. Yeah, the thing really likes 85 octane, so it's already a bit dodgy. Oh god. Ah jeez, I shouldn't leave that in here. Yeah, he's obsessed with that Nickelodeon game. He plays as April or fucking Neil. I can't be doing with her. She's ugly and silly and horrible. Armour's way better. I mean, she probably does smell like a bit like cat pee and everything, but nah, Armour's not in the game. I'm disappointed. She'd kick April O'Neil's ass any day of the week. That's why she's not in, because I just know there'll be no contest. None of the good characters are in it. They don't even have like the Angry Beavers. I mean, come on, at the very least you'd add like El Grapadura, wouldn't you, the Mexican wrestler from it. I think they should add Armour, and they should add the rat version of her. Like when she got turned into a rat. I drew a picture of her beating the hell out of April. Stop! So really, when you have one of these cars, you do see more of them, I think. Oh damn, I didn't brush my teeth today. I'm going to do that. I mean, I should have done it 5 minutes ago. I guess I was just like too much like, I want to play some long drive. I don't expect anyone to watch this whole thing, because I don't imagine it's that interesting. I think I said, didn't I? It seems more like one of those. Oh, there's a nice little diesel engine there. Yeah, you see that autosave will get slower the farther we get. Yeah, it's gasoline. Let's have a look. It is. Let's remember we have 58.7. There's this diesel, we're going to leave it here. Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah, we'll fill this jerry can up, we'll bring this with us, and then if we ever switch back to a diesel motor, then there we go. We do have to stop a bit in this car. If we get to a half tank, we start looking for a boat, because it drinks fuel very quickly. She's a greedy girl. Playing with my brakes and my gas pedals. They don't do a single thing when I'm not in the car. Thanks, Beryl. Your job is done. I'll keep that in the front of me. Well, there's not usually any cleaning supplies around these parts, so I'm not even going to look for them. No bumpers from my car. Hey, is that a compass or a... It's a compass. It's a compass hull, is what it is. There you go. Should rotate it really, but whatever. It don't matter. So that thing is set up right. Oh, it is. Well, I guess now we have that, you'll be able to see what I mean about we'll pretty much never go east. The compass isn't quite like right there, so it might dip into it a bit, but I doubt it. Now you'll be able to see the angles that the road takes. Oh gosh. Yeah, did you make a note how much petrol was in the car? So see how much it's gone down at the next stop. After all that speak that I gave the fucking America cars about... Well, I did say modern cars, didn't I? I didn't say 1950s... 1950s fuck you bastard cars like this one. These tyres are definitely gonna do our undoing. We need to slow down a lot. Yeah, the throttle control on this engine's weird. There seems to be this big bit in the middle where there's just no difference. I wonder if it affects fuel or like how much I've got the pedal down. Fuel consumption's a bit weird in this game. Like some intricacies of that mechanic that are a little bit odd, but also sort of make sense. Oh, there's an angry bunny. Well, good luck catching my car. I probably will actually at this speed. They aren't much slower than this. Like, you know, we're not going double the speed of the Raboids anyway. We're approaching it now. I tell you now, if I find the white stripe version of this car, I'll abandon in this one. See what sort of progress we can make in this part. We are getting back towards a half tank looking at the gauge. Well, maybe not. It's these grass biomes again, I don't like them. There's supposed to be blades of grass, but I have to turn them off. Because they really fuck up the performance, especially when I'm recording. So I adjusted that mirror. I probably should at some stage. Not too much of a hurry. There's no other traffic on the road or anything. Ah, yeah, let's do it while there's a corner in the road here. There you go. It's fine. There's nothing to freak out about. I left my headlights on anyway, I don't need to turn them on. I wondered why we're losing a few frames a second. I'm nervous about driving faster though. Like on these tyres, they're very bad. They don't work so good. These stupid rocks in the road, these don't help my nerves, you know. And dodgy night times in this game. A little bit of brakes. Yeah, I am on the gas pedal at the same time. It's a game. It doesn't do any harm. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Need to find tyres. They're not too uncommon, the wheels for these. Find one of those workshops that would do as nicely. Those quite often have the tyres in. Ideally, I'd still like to find a dyno because they have loads of cleaning supplies. We could probably actually get our tyres in pretty good shape. It's a bit too slow even for me. I mean, we're doing over 100k per hour still, you'd think. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, just about. It's not really losing the speed too much, but can go faster in this car on better tyres. It's a bit of a handful at the moment. We're still driving with our hands at 10 and 2 instead of being at the bottom of the wheel. And you know, I prefer to slack off and just have one end on the bottom of the wheel, because it's a game, you know, it doesn't hurt if you crash in a game. I think people have built peripherals that do like electrocute you and stuff for taking hits. That's pretty good, because it incentivises you to play the game better. They should hook that up to speedrunners. Speedrunners, yeah, I can't be doing with it. I guess maybe why they're always like really nasally voiced, sort of, you know. They probably don't last long in bed either. They've never satisfied a woman, so they just put all their time into doing that bullshit. So just play the game properly, man, or at least make it a fucking spectacle if you're going to do silly things like that. Like, you know, I don't mind when it's something ridiculous like the air button challenge for Mario 64. That's pretty cool. Hey, that's a spare hood for my car. Ah, pussy pink. Excellent. This is what we wanted. We wanted pussy pink paint, and we wanted, I think I wanted a new hood just because mine's grimy. Oh, I have cleaning brushes in here. Yeah, I just don't have any jizz spray. That hood's in better shape than mine. Tell you what, especially with painted pink, that, it's like the crotch of like a girl's bikini or something, isn't it? Cool. That means this car has a twin somewhere in the world. Not really, but I think they're about the same condition, aren't they? Ooh. Yeah, one's no better than the other. Thought it was. Well, maybe it is. It's actually a bit pitted when it's there, but... yeah, I think they're about the same. Doesn't matter if the colour's a bit off, because we're going to be painting it. Oh, we might just paint it now. We might, you know. We should have enough. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do the painting. It's gonna be the pussy wagon. We're gonna get all the pussy in this car. I mean, we already was gonna, but now we definitely will. Right, let's not forget that when we leave. So we want what percentage each? 25%, do you think? There you go. Oh, yes. Hey, actually, no. You know, we might keep the yellow line version of this, because, I mean, look at that. It's just not the feline version. There is one of those of this car. That would be pretty horrible, wouldn't it? I like when the paint's unaffected by the lighting. You're not going to get me autosave. Shit. Where's the other paint gone? There it is. Yeah, remember I told you paint is determined by the colour of the container it came in. Oops. Well, there probably is evil bunnies coming for us, but I'm coming for them, so that's fine. I guess it's allowed, because we're even now. Yeah, did we miss anything? We probably have, you know. Now we got to do this thing. Oh, it's working. Doesn't look like it is, but it's working. There we go. Yeah, it's in. man. They won't be able to resist us now. Look at it. That's perfect. That is fucking brilliant. Can't tell me you wouldn't drive a car like this. Yeah, I think we should turn the lights on so we can appreciate it a bit more. Yeah, that 25% we used on the body went a really long way, didn't it? Yeah, that sort of works with the yellow, actually. I mean, it doesn't look like the pink and whites wafers that you used to get, but still, I'm quite happy with it. It looks pretty nice. And like I say, we're going to attract all ladies with this car now. They won't be able to help themselves. They'll just throw themselves at us. I mean, they already would, because it's me driving. And if that happens, you're going to have to get out the back seat. I'm going to need it. So I don't know where that idea comes from. It's pretty crap, really. It's not enough room in the back seat of the car. Like, again, it's another argument to get a van. Because, I mean, you have enough room to do things like that in a van. This car's rusty. Why would somebody abandon this? You know, well, I guess for the fuel economy, but I mean, there must be idiots like leaving this car just because it's like a little bit fucking grotty. That's alright, because they're probably driving a shitty Vaz and I'm driving the Pussymobile. So, you know, the ladies will see their Vaz and be like, ugh, no. And then they'll see my car and be like, oh yeah, definitely. I'm not sure I dare drive down to that boat, just because I don't know if I can get back up the hill. Oh, let's go for it, fuck it. Do it, you bitch! Do it! Yeah, it looks like terrain levels out a bit, so as long as we can get a run up, we should be fine. Spin the wheels a bit, just make it more fun. We'll top up the fuel if we can find any in there, and then come back on the road. It's just too close to the road to pass up the opportunity. I mean, we're not below a half tank, but we might as well go for it while we're here. Don't intend to hang about in it. I mean, why are there even boats out here? It's a bit weird. I think I said, didn't I? It means a lot of time's elapsed since this road showed up and everything. So again, you have the barrels rolling, and I know it's just because how they spawn in, but it does give me the vibe like somebody was just here. Like, they were just here and they hired your car and they vanished. And they might still be here hiding somewhere. A few people have said about, you know, having like NPCs in the game, and I'm not sure I'd like that. If that ever comes, I think they should be on a checkbox option, like some of the other things are. Just because personally I like the isolation. I think the isolation works better in this game. Like where you're just on your own, there's never another human being. Yeah, gas isn't a super common spawn in these, you don't always get any, so... I think I said I had a boat where every barrel was empty once. So I guess that was like somebody had just been there and used all my fucking fuel. Yeah, there's no gasoline. Well, let's take stock of how much petrol we have in there. Is that another boat? It is. Should have probably gone to that one. 56.8. Well, we could go to that one. What say we do? We might as well, they're so close together. Not sure why I couldn't see that one from the road, maybe I just didn't notice. Don't know how much progress we made this time. Doesn't really matter, does it, I guess? Finally, the wheels get traction properly. Slow down because it's probably going to be rough where it meets the road. See, it's the joys of keeping a big goal like this, you know. Sounds mean, but there was this chubby chick that I was into years ago, and if she was in a bad mood, I used to just go to the shop and I'd buy her a big tub of ice cream, blueberries, she loved blueberries. If I could get donuts, I'd get them. And that'd put her in a good mood. She'd just sit there and eat the whole fucking lot. And you could just see her eyes getting more and more sort of dreamy the more she ate, and then she'd just do anything you fucking wanted. She knew what I was doing, you know, she used to kind of manipulate me as well. It was just an unwritten sort of, yeah, alright, we're both okay with this. Like, car supplied to her as well, but I kind of felt bad for her with it. I guess I'll explain that some other time. I don't really have time left now. Oh, man. Are we not going to get no gasoline at all? I don't think we are. Well, we're not that close to running out, so we should be fine, really. It's just like I say, these are that close to the road that it would just seem a bit silly to pass up the opportunity. I mean, if we got stuck, we could put that 2-smoke mix in and it would run on it. It'd just smoke a lot and you'd lose a bit of power, but as I don't drive at full speed anyway, it wouldn't really affect me that much. Might just get my acceleration, but it's not like the Rozzers come after you in the game or something, so what does it matter? My LCD's going a bit pink. That's alright. I use the LCD as a video preview screen when I'm editing. And I chose it because it's a bad monitor. It's horrible. It's about the worst screen I've ever seen. So it's like, well, if I get the video to look okay on that, then it should look at least passable on everybody else's monitor. It's one of those 2000s Dell monitors. Horrible thing, very low resolution, very slow response time. LCD, it's whole technology, you know, it's never going to be very good. And there's spy of them here, because even to this day, the only machines I see people throwing out are like Celery 2s, quite often ex-NHS Dell machines. Horrible. I'd rather have no PC than own one of those, to be honest. Like Dell or not, like they just. Okay, here we go. So we have a full tank now. Let's see how much we use up getting to the next building. So we're at 54 miles. Oh, we're just going over to 55. So we'll say 55 miles. And well, we can't figure out the miles per gallon because it measures it in litres and we'd have to convert it, and I can't be bothered, but I guess we'll be able to figure out the miles per litre. The Lolita. No, we don't have none of that around this bloody place. Ugh. I don't understand that, like, you know, I never understood it, because when I was a teenager, like, the common thing for the lads to do, they used to, like, chase, like, 10 and 11-year-old girls, and it's like, why the fuck do you do that? You know, I was, like, chasing older girls, or, like, chasing women. Varying degrees of success, but you know, at least I never did that. Like, I just never got it. Like, children are no good for that sort of thing, you know. They don't know what they're fucking doing. They're too small, surely, unless you're real small, maybe. I don't know. Plus, I'd have a real problem with it anyway, because You know, I prefer a woman who has a bush. Like, it works a lot more for me. Like, if a girl drops her underwear and there's a bush going on. Obviously, I don't want some matted, fucking uncontrollable mess, but to me it makes sense, because it's like, you know, that's my brain responds that way surely, because it's like, you know, she grows hair, she's mature, she's fertile. But no, like, a lot of people don't like it. Like, oh, shave that off. Why don't I have a second one of these? Oh, that's my emergency gasoline. Well, that can stay. Let's figure out how much. Yeah, we used half a litre to do a mile, so. Yeah, it doesn't get good gas mileage, this car. Oh, we used half a litre to do 2 miles, we'll save it. Yeah, fuel economy is pretty poor on this. We still haven't found anywhere. I mean, we saw loads of the wheels for this, like when we didn't have this car. Now we're just not seeing any. Game's rigged. It's clearly a rip-off. Driving too fast. I don't care. I want my tyres, man. I'd rather just spin out at this point. Like, no, I was looking for tyres. Punish these ones for being shit. I mean, we'll just clean them up. Like I say, ideally we'll find one of them diners and we'll just jizz all over the tyres and that fix them. Does that say if things work in this world? Yeah, the small rock I just ran over, you still want to avoid them really, because the collision janks out sometimes, and the farther you go down the road, the worse it is. So, yeah, as we get farther, the collision goes pretty wonky at times. So it's like a freak occurrence, so it's actually quite consistent. I guess maybe the precision gets worse at like far coordinates or something. I wonder if the road's only the length it is due to that's as far as the engine can go, or did he just decide on that distance as being like what he wanted? Will he change the distance if he keeps developing the game? So there's like 2 guys work on this. I think they're Hungarian. I'm sorry, devs, if you're not. Yeah, I'm using the brake at the same time as the gas again. Like I say, it's a game, so it doesn't really matter how much you abuse the car. It's not a real car. It doesn't cost us anything, and well, it doesn't have a like model for things like that. Really, you're not going to burn the brakes out or anything. You can just ride on them all day, and nothing will happen. What I do find dodgy is you see that indicator down on the lower left of the cluster that says amps. The guy has hinted at putting electrics in the cars. You know, there's an alternator on this engine as well. And it's like, maybe that is going to come then someday. Maybe that is going to be a thing. It's another thing to go fucking wrong. I wouldn't think it was a bad thing. I'd actually not mind seeing that in the game. You know, you could run the battery flat by being an idiot and stuff. What is that building? Oh, it's a bus stop. I'm not even stopping at that. Unless that bus has wheels on it. It does. Right. Just for fun. Let's see if we can start the bus, because I like doing that. You know, I like getting out and fiddling with the cars and stuff that are around. Unfortunately, you don't get parts at these stops, so... Silent Hill bus. Yeah, it don't run. No coolant. There's diesel in the oil. It has diesel in the diesel. Oh well. You know, if there's a bottle of oil around here... Alcohol. Alcohol, yeah, we're not going to get that to run. What is this? Magazine here. These playing guitar really impress girls. Fucking guitarists always do. That impress someone. Why do we even want to impress anyone? Hottest babe in rock today. Not too bad, I guess, but... Rocker magazine. Yes, with 2 Ks instead of CK. Does your guitar sound bad? Don't worry, your guitar's okay. The problem is with you. Well, that's generally true of guitar people. I don't get it. Like, women like guitar men. They don't like synthesizer men. It's like, you know, we're more fucking clever and skilled. We have better motor skills. This is proven. To play an instrument with a keyboard, you need more of a brain. No one plays guitar anyway. Like, guitar music should sound fucking Asian. I mean, you could get like a country song out of a guitar as well, and some of that stuff's real good, but a lot of the music you're out of guitar, I don't think you can do it. Like, unless playing like a 7-string guitar or something, it ain't gonna happen. It should sound Asiatic, and it never does. So I think they're just miming. And it's weird how the way guitar sound changes with decades as like the electronic instruments change. So they're just miming to a keyboard man anyway. Yeah, I know of several bands where this even happens. I mean, you know, shit, I'm trying to remember it. There's like this 80s band where they have a guitarist and he never plays anything. But he mimes to some of the male vocals, but it's actually the keyboard man's vocals. And the keyboard man ended up marrying the girly vocalist and had twins. No one knows where the guitar guy went. For once, there was justice in the fucking world, you know. The keyboard man won, and rightfully so. That's how it should be. We'll go one more building and then I'll fuck off. Nothing blew up in this part or anything, so that's pretty nice. My car is desperately trying to spin off the road and kill itself. Maybe the car just doesn't want to live and that's why they ditched it. Yeah, we don't usually get cleaning supplies up there, so I'm not going to stop there. Fuck it. I don't consider those a building. The thing is, we could be driving a long way, because as of the last update, not only does everything drink fuel faster, but buildings are way more fucking sparse than they used to be. And it's getting fucking night time again. That's wonderful. That's just what I always fucking wanted. Yeah, night time. Because that makes driving totally a lot easier. Makes it totally toilet is what it does. Come on. Give me cleaning supplies, or just give me like 4 brand new wheels with brand new tyres on. I don't need the hubcaps, I'll just keep my old shit ones for now. No buildings are. I swear the rocks, like, some of them are stylised to look a bit like buildings. Well, that wasn't very nice, was it? Did we lose anything? Well, if we did, it wasn't important. I better open that again so that letter doesn't fall out. Right, let's just keep going. Keep going. Yeah, it's pretty powerful, this car. It's got a good bit of torque on this engine, it really does. I wonder how this engine would perform in a bus. Maybe I should try that someday. I still haven't driven a bus, so I would like to drive one at some point in this. So maybe that can be our next vehicle when we get rid of this one. A bit sad getting rid of this one. Thing is, would you really want a look at me car in this world? I always think you'd want a piece of shit car that was dirty, so like nobody would notice it so much. Because if there isn't people in the desert, you've already heard about how sinister I would be in this world, so there'd be someone out there who'd be 10 times worse than me. So I don't really want to be drawing attention to myself. Well, what if there is people out there? We clearly aren't the only people who've been, well, unless all the shits and everything are ours. Haven't been on here before. And we don't know, maybe this guy we're playing as drives this road regularly. Oh, come on, I'm running out of time and drive space. Just give me a building. Give me a building now. Game. If you don't give me a building, I'll... Yeah. How'd you like that? I shouldn't have done that. Now we'll pick up the ladies. The car's going to smell bad. Oh, this is me. I suppose maybe they'll be into it. Right, it's a shit building, but it'll do. It's a place to stop. It's a place to stop. It has a trailer. Wow, the reflectors actually work? Kinda, I never knew that. I don't know if they work real well, but they do seem to work, don't they? If we walk a long way away from it. They kind of work. Cool. Oh, it's more pen. Oh, we'll just take that, just in case we lose the fast one. I don't think that's a common colour, but the game obviously wants us to have it. Oh, right. I guess we'll just collect paint from now on. Why not? Yeah, chuck that in the car as well. Don't have basket room left for it. Well, whatever. Just throw it in there. We've got that useless gold bar. Oh shit, wasting paint. What are we doing that? We got cleaning supplies as well. I just seen it's probably fucking empty. Where was it? 12. Well, that's better than nothing. I guess we'll leave it there. Oh dear. Ian is not happy with us. Wherever he's gone. Ah, well, you can't get up here, bunnies. Oh jeez, that tree's growing through the building. Well, that my treason. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part, I guess. What the fuck's with the pattern there? There we go. Let's check our total distance. 375k. We're not doing too bad. Yeah, we're doing about 50k videos still. We're doing alright. We've faffed about quite a bit in this one as well. Anyways, ta-ta.